I remember the worst pain I ever felt. It was quick, and yet it hurt for a lifetime. Coming out to my family for the second time burned like a chemical burn. The sharp shooting sting of embarrassment stabbed through the middle of my chest like a 2 foot long needle through my sternum and out of my spine. I remember it. With painful PTSD, me at 19 dressed in a sweater and leggings, face beat, begging to be seen as a lady. I remember how these women I admired spit their laughter in my face as I told them I was a woman. You would be an ugly girl, they said. I remember how they held my heart with a grip so careless I had to question, do these women even like me? I remember how they squeezed the fragile place in my chest, grinding my self-esteem into powder and blowing the remains in my face as if blowing out a candle that had any remaining light that I had left. I remember how they laughed as if my shattered face was a circus act, as if my truth was comedy gold. The laugh of the day. I remember the loud, earth-shattering silence that came out of my mother as she looked the other way, so focused in her mopwater. I felt deserted. I remember how my throat closed to stop the instant ugly cry, how I wish I would have broken down. Maybe it would have reminded them that I was human. But no, I shed no tears, at least none that they could see. But I remember thinking, these women do not know me. They do not know my joy, my pain, my frustration. They do not know me. I am a rose. I am iridescent, shining in pink, blue, and white. I am a sensitive soul, and to this day, they do not know how much this moment hurt me. And truth be told, they never will. This moment solidified for me that there was no place for me in this family. But a rainbow like me could not fit in a home of black and white. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these stories, I will have more. You can find me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Tumblr, Threads, and TikTok, all under Veronica Speaks or Veronica's Poetry Diary. As well as I will be posting in my comments a link to a GoFundMe. So a really good friend of mine is facing homelessness. They are facing homelessness and they are struggling financially. And it would just be really great if you could, help them. Share the link, share this video. There will be a link in my comments as well as in my description on certain platforms. I can't add links in my description in TikTok, but it will be in the link in my description on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all other platforms. If you really want to help them, press that link. Until next time, be blessed.